kamado koko so
kawo carry koko
carry koko my koko catch. But at the end of the day, what I say is a divine providence. Nyamit mi pie mu e wa bra office niema atoba ha unim baby awoko. Ye fie ojachi na half house atakwa me down na ye den chance etwa half say nye full cry.
Oh.
Now things have changed. Divine providence. Enti say what is many abre ngumesua ho say say sesa ngumesua. Baby me feel ban say baby ngumesua de me koye me kodu America. Nyame ye madu me ko kira de. Ehwa na America ban say omo pem krofo wani so ade hu sronko no ma momu sika no mo de si schools e America. Wusi a nkrofo ba ha omu ntua hwe e government sponsored school. Metwa minya kokoduro say me so me free Ghana ba metwere bi. Me try application one Sunday me call website when I'm doing the house they've approved a grant free money. All my scam started school now say me start here renting space 100 students and class line abrofo no say me school no mo pe won say Africa for any jemu mesua ho any entity years from ko into on person mo man ba me school to be ko no masan line enti one school fail up quickly me year application to Wall Street, raising funds, 20 million, 30 minutes, non-crofo invested. Then I have that, open the first school, second school, third school. Time I'm here, third one, we over 200 workers. But soon be on them to your mother. That will bring you baby our year, Juma now, Nejuma, and Yamife, and then Nedi. And now,
what schools are okay.
I know,
schools are okay.
And Sunny, you know, who's Los Angeles.
Yeah, a good set a bear. More motion a bit more related properly.
Meaning our houses here. Now, Bruni Bano, on your Nedme, and I'm so me you would. To me, Nedis and Nessia went to me, my have you. Now, what Sedan, me pronounce you Susa, me question as now for him, mobile big or her, and I'm a question as you say, we found me Bruni. Because it's over with you, proper, we need them. Braco, but Nipo got Braco to go to please, and you na enti the woman sha etimi ye no emudu enu many abrese na me school back na mo hoda kwa no mo kan say say na na dan kokufu ado or running for office no so person oba losan oba be hwemi school no and oba no say cratch den and I wo gan any wo see schools mabrofo. Tell me what happened, how are you able to do this? And also extreme no be ka so that can will be anti bi na I didn't want to feel like bragging. And me church no say, would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? Because if you've done this here, it means you can do it in your own country. Then I was okay, I'll consider. So I went to meet a mentor of mine, American, and then Busa and said, should I go to Ghana or should I stay here? And I said, yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Your schools have done very well. Your schools now you need my power, you need so much. But I want to tell you one thing. America can do without you, but maybe your country cannot do without you. So I advise you to go. After that conversation, I felt as if God was talking to me to come back. So I decided that I will come back. But I also felt strongly, say, I need the political platform to drive education transformation. Yeah. So I need the political power to change education. So I went to my constituency. They voted for me as a member of parliament. I became a deputy minister.
No, first time.
First time. I did the first time. Because now that I'm my university of Hopa, I'm a C school.
Okay.
I'm a chrono. Also, maybe not secondary school. You afraid be cut-off point. So when I get 28, I want to be in secondary school. To now call some trim crassi, we bring Quale Guha. Woman come with me a private school. Because private secondary school, no, when I get 28 or higher now. And Kualano Moko public school, no one yard, the woman at buying schools, so Yaman could be cry. And me senior high school, private one with Yachi. And I'm because San Colani, if you live front to Hobosum Pinion, and my sponsor to go to name a private school. No. So I, now my year Juma home, me buy no more to mammy. And see, on to mammy, and I was okay, when you political power, first platform. Now also you're a deputy minister. And you start here, Jumanase, and it's your boss second term, or you're minister for education. So I saw it, said, wow, the opportunity has come. I didn't know some couscous, that say, Atitia Pansam, well, who say Nipani Timua. Maybe we can't say something is wrong. something is wrong because I didn't know who was carrying another work private school, Hofe. Now, Obi Onibino, waka a daya, Utim say, War my bent now. And to your honor, who's many opportunity, no, the Nanaka has been changing education system. Now have it. So we started transforming some of the public schools. Now, someone to say, launch a commission schools. Say public school, say that here.
Old schools in the
rectangular shape building, any are painting brown yellow. Any amount columns was brown yellow.
And friend tea bread and tea bread.
No kakum kunte,
Bisu friend.
Yeah, until I decided to say, with the permission of the president, with resources, no, this has to change. Until we share new junior high schools, I see now you are launching, your commission be way jobbing. It's a junior high school.
Jabin.
Ashanti.
Junior and JHS, no. Okay.
We're STEM junior high school. In Tuko has a science labs, biology, chemistry, and physics lab in a junior high school.
Wow.
We need to upgrade. Junior high schools are the weakest link in our education system. And to upgrade the way, no one quality 6-year secondary or call upper secondary, senior high 3-year. Junior high, no, so it's supposed to be secondary. By any account, who says junior high, no, any part of secondary. In effect, Ghana is one of the few countries in the world that who are 3-year secondary. Secondary is supposed to be 6 or 7,
years,
and not 3 years. And the upgrading, no, every beginning to yes, see Adam be rebuking, jobbing, then December 2nd, you commission. Now, all your 7 old junior high schools, we are shutting all of them down, moving all the children into this space. A space where more biology, chemistry, and physics lab, robotics labs, everything that's supposed to be there. And by the way, there was this initiative for what kind $1 million per constituency.
Yeah.
But some children,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
1 million. One.
It's the model junior high school.
1 million.
Yeah. We're a public school. This is how they are addressed.
Public school, not private.
Oh, no, it's public. So this is what we are taking into all the new public schools that we are building. Because we're a public school. They are doing music. Obia is mandatory, junior high.
Music. And no common nearby.
And to me, we have the no account.
Okay.
We music. Now, the whole thing is this. We need to create the next generation of Ghanaian children whose talent can be tapped into to change the course of history of our nation. If you know starting near normal South Korea, 1960, now capital income, almost starting independence now universal primary. 1970 no jump to secondary, almost stand to secondary, and almost started STEM.
Almost
1970s, and almost started STEM. Of course, without the creative fasting in our account. Now we are literally 50 years behind. They are way ahead of us. Way ahead of us, but it's never too late. We began into school now. A year can so be creative fast. Environment now and can be creative fast. May not be there. Into no say to me and revamp schools and change environment now. We'll be paying lip service. The good news is say creative arts curriculum from primary 1 or they will never happen before. Most countries don't have it. We have creative arts curriculum. All the way to junior high. And son, junior high will be music, drama, and all those things. Oko high school, so for the first time, performing arts is a taught course.
Oh, high school.
This year, and everything I say.
Wow.
Performing arts never happened before. Because, and then you don't understand, university, everything you're performing at high school, win it. Which me a visual as a high school. Why is it performing as the win team? So now we've removed that. So these are the new courses I hear high schools in Ghana. This year and everything I say are robotics, engineering, manufacturing engineering, aviation and aerospace, biomedical science, design communication technology, performing arts, Spanish and computer science. These are all new high school courses, but performing arts is not a high school course that you can do. The bottom line is that from basic all the way up, it's a changing environment. Now, Oshe school be a Ben Pa, the closest school to the Ministry of Education is in Barnabas.
Okay.
St. Barnabas School, primary and junior high combined. Now, me tired surprise visits. Until I decided, say, I'll stop by the school. And I'm a call home. I call him Kalano, no Mudi, Komo Kama, Omuni. and I'm share classroom no the classroom environment now share baby omote I also baby as a hon na mumesua me any brepa na peja also inner city there's no other way of changing inner city since Saudi education this is the building yeah 8 months ago I went there and this is where the children were. I felt bad and said to myself, sir, we have excused poverty for too long. We are no be aka so eniska no a vision in Nisha eniska. If you want money for great things, money comes. There were organizations I went to them and told them, say, can you support? You have already a funding source. Can I change the funding source to revamp the school from the World Bank, Arab Development Bank, and I got the permission with the support of the president. Now, Monday in the President Kufuor commission, the new, the engineers, retrofitting BBR. This is the new St. Barnabas.
It's a new one.
Yes.
Renovated one.
Yes. Wow. They had to retrofit it because the structure now a week. Engineers came, they changed it. Now this is the new St. Barnabas.
Wow.
The uniform has also changed. Dual decks be any hobium, obiat in the monodeck so for junior high. Also in Colana attire change. The same attire now was from Chibian is almost social. Obia bon tie. Parents and I say Colani if parents almost swing.
Oh. So
it was very emotional for them to say, oh, man, should beat me by bankers. They come back and want to for tie. They are now feeling that Osu, our children can excel and they can become just like any other child anywhere in Ghana. And this is the decks that we gave them. To almost say, Omumono decks will be out in the so. And we are following up with them. We have a coordinator, a floor on the two side terrazzo.
Yeah,
ceiling it's almost 4 ceiling fans.
Wow.
I believe that the course of history of this nation can be changed. True. But we're going to have leaders who believe that it's possible to do this change.
True. And
God willing, change has begun and it will continue. The last one, and then Accra STEM Academy. In fact, so him a STEM, STEM no American STEM on the 15 years. And I feel ask for no food. Yes, I am the engineering.
No more years.
Into American they all quite say STEM, and they can niche. Now tell me, I'm catching for say STEM has just begun. If we add STEM, STEM may probably lose steam. So what we are doing now is yes, STEM now obey musical.
Honorable say Oba ye mo de okay friend bars. Cow careers bars.
Into Accra STEM Academy. Ya ye auditorium and collaborate me a performance in Bibia honum. So we are providing the environment a creative arts possible. So Accra STEM Academy went to December 2nd anyway.
Wow.
It's a beautiful school.
Where are Ghana here?
Accra STEM Academy is going to be one of the best schools you can find anywhere in the world as a public school. This is a public school. And now they are going to finish up quickly. Skylight is your 2 dining halls. School started from kindergarten to high school.
Okay.
Your 2 dining halls, a high school for Nkwalano, and assembly hall in there one. This is assembly hall. Anything that we want to do can be done. This is a public school. Our goal is very simple. I want to say, I'm on food to to a from hall.
Yeah.
No to to New Year, now a public school in the Bassa and what's our pebble now the back of private school. I've reached a dear a year or honor say. Public school Ethiopia.
True.
Open private school and for some very unique reasons. Then you pass say public and yet into say Odobako private. Oche scam croful tia. I mean I'm a teacher for or driving a back of private. I know I coach the public. I was a bit a back a public schools no. Croful best and lie. Say school is a better first year 1,000. But Monday Porter no BI and we said over 5,000 people will apply.
Wow. And
we are actually going to use raffle to select those who will get in.
That's it. You better chacha.
To chacha no come. If you send the panel dorsum, why am I pam no? Intino, a base squares from say, a promise from Arab Development Bank, but they are forcing, they want to build in all the regions, they want to support at the district level. Tieba Ukruswa, so Kronos Kesipana, school we baha, not all the old schools in the Saturday down, no more. Baby, or more 3 junior high schools, penal, or the Sima or Mania Brosign, 2-story, and no, strong cookakra. You see a noa. Now you timia change into with time how when you crow more 3 junior high schools when you see mamo. Na enkwala koho. Esase yetimi sa baby e enkwala no esua de. Na wo sa na fa kwa e fa so kira de nso wo sa no a na niema yesua nso wo sa na wo kan nyina abomu a na o ma na da ache no akoni into creative arts no. First time, I don't know of many countries that begin creative arts from primary 1. But we have it, and you move all the way. Curriculum has been done, textbooks have been purchased, and it's beautiful to see, say, we are emphasizing it. Because a American system, 2 levels. One schools, a school for the arts, a titsi or actors, any other things. Oko Los Angeles, a school for the arts. I no more. You audition to get in. We audition. The portfolio BBR Transana Wakum. But almost require creative arts and visual and performing arts and say a bit may appreciation for the arts. And then the creative market for the arts. Say a nipper cool school again and a creative arts. Oh yeah, drama show be a they will come. Because woman appreciation
from the
for it. From school, no, what you say. Into a creative market for the creative arts, because now you have consumers, you have people who appreciate it. Into the American system now, what person university, 4-year university, California, for example, a requirement for a visual/performing arts for about 3 years, and Sana universities in Nigeria. Into a year society, no who said the arts are important, and it's a requirement to even get into the university.
Okay.
Therefore, you do it at the high school. It's not optional. But Ghana crowd in there, you fee lower level all the way and sana waba high school. And sana baby, I better say that and mufra and then penny form now baby actors and they work in the background, the musicians, and so you started school.
Okay. But Doc, Mamram Kakranami said, "What show you the new curriculum? I who perform as well. Not a optional, and I say a mandatory so be a."
From kindergarten, so from primary school, they are optional. Ubeya could do junior high school with me music, but Oko high school they are optional unless it's say Oko school for the creative arts.
Okay.
You head that you school.
Yeah, you bet the next party. It's in to Udru High School. Yeah, I want to be optional. You choose to do it.
Do elective of music, performing arts. They are all there. And I say, so you assign a different kakra. Oh, say Ghana will be a home economist.
Yeah,
will be a general arts. Will be a visual arts.
Yeah, near life skills.
Life. So the challenge we have with that, and I say, in the public brain to me, other electives.
True.
We are home economists at space in the music. Omo science cry there bad. Ghana near Kolako science. There's no space for him to do one art, visual arts, or music. So now we've changed that. Yama economy be say, we are biology, chemistry, and physics. You don't have to do integrated science. Because NTSA say, we are advanced biology, we are advanced chemistry, and physics. Who could near lower levels of that in another subject called integrated science. Say a year few. The amount science students then your opportunity to do music, and you can also do it 1 year.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be say subject be 3 years, and limit how many electives are any part of the year. I think me music 1 year, no performing as 1 year. That's how it's done in other places in the world. In Nipan be well-rounded. In school for the creative arts, say one of the unique things say, which me a science or
okay.
Which me biology, chemistry, now say creative arts.
Okay.
It's we a well-rounded individual. We are well-rounded.
Now, share curriculum no kakra. Fan say mpacho born of mommy.
Oh, maybe so.
And come
Oh, meet me.
Honorable Yaw Adutwum.
Oh,
intense. Share a curriculum no. See, fan say mofrano share free primary no. In terms of arts no, DNA na ombesua.
The interesting thing is that they do what is called art drawing as part of the courses, but they do creative arts at Ankasa.
I know no DNA womb.
Oh, sir, I have to say drama, poetry, and many other aspects. And one of the areas in the creative arts are people who come on and to say costume development, a major part, makeup, and all those things. And then all my side background said for
sound for the camera
sound party normal call many do upper primary, then they are moving into sound and all those things. And to be drew junior high there ufa utim fast all your music and sound what me fast performing as drama issues. All those are then standalone subjects then but what started there a basic principles and man are in tune with how to act and not do those. But as they move up, there are different things that they learn the 6 years of primary and some more do junior high.
Now, Doc, what now we know your teacher form between actually am I ready to teach these things? Because it looks like it's a very tall list of things.
The good things, someone say I reform your teacher education.
Okay.
Once upon a time, I had 2 years, now I 1 year practical, I'm a teacher. But Nanado brought a new vision to this. My education in 4 years. And the basic education, yes, I had a bachelor of primary school, kindergarten, and 4 years.
Okay.
And I won't let me incorporate all these subjects into the curriculum. So I will do or bachelor the first group graduated this, and Thomas started creative arts no College of Education. So me at the actual
okay.
And the College of more specialization, you almost a year primary, and you almost a year junior high education. And based on your level, you will see the subject. If there's a multiple subject teaching, multiple subject teaching, say English, mathematics, creative arts. What's training in a Obabontia? Which makes Sani Manina. And all junior high school be 2 subjects, where mathematics and science. We also everything music and art, or junior 2 subjects, and normally graduate. And tell no more much that they junior high school level. But so by multiple no they are subjects which is the primary school level. And Sana universities no they perform much rather than Tell baby said enough to say cross collaboration.
Okay, Unimark. Now, Doc, my Mr. said, yeah, check creative arts at school mo, all the way from Koramo Bampeni from Wada Macasabenia de oh, maybe Rofia na
say Oba, free class 1 o'clock class 10 the tree, okay, other languages. Now, Brofona started. You see, Brofocasa na 7 years can. Oko Singapore. Even though the local language language instruction is English. But you say quite a fast brofo casa etre will be a casa nya brofo no e hono ene nya ho amane adenti ene nkola mienu ba akoko private school ba akoko public school private school near the brofo nkwa na kire na de na oti brofo kama
so on tini chrome casa
you see the chrome casa 7 day parents in a mistake we are making a huge mistake. But enya omwa entity ene ma mumu say oba betimi aka kasa ne mienu no aka ne nyina pepepe me ba me won America me decide me wife nya decide say akora be katwi ye kan twi kire no fi a into a school no American the woman say oba speak another language oba school every year they test and say ne brofo no ekoyi ana till we have to tell the school say the first language enye English into a bar, it may be a brofo on canon the way but he has been taught his native tongue, native language. Mikai said, "Daddy, come home fast." hɔ na hu sɛ twi na di kan instead of come home early instead of come home I say daddy today come home fast na me hu sɛ twi no akɔ ni tru more
yeah the friend twi bro
yes and then Ghana or can twi any bro fu nyina pepe English is one of the best in his class enti no sɛ wonni mu a ɛno adwen yɛ wo sɛ wo ba no ka twi a bro fu no ntimi eden enka okay ɛhyehyɛ a ɛwɔ hɔ ɛwɔ nwomesua ho yɛfrɛ bibi English as a second language ɛsɛsɛ etimi tete nkwala no a omusua English no as a second language and not the first language because your brain development stress akwala tue two languages are side of the brain now this mathematics no is more developed than will be osua one language okwa America Indians no the wo engineer yade because they are speaking two languages BT America for no speaking one language no and the two language learning is so important for our children now say Kenya US na enipa bi omu university a afi na yechiro mu twi because kwa went many patients na nkasa Ghanaian children don't speak another local language all because say any impression we say akwala no tibro na school no be den obeya de nanso ye wonkwala ono wakokura school wakan twi ya asua brofo aka ho a okodu high school a otimi outperform students o nyina enti mesra wo for say enya no kre say wo ba ka brofo ene wo local language no bomu o mbe kachire o mu nkachire no kure ni okwa kodie ni mu wo mathematics any other science subject no say woman ye monolingual woman aka kachire
that's about cope note na afi yemra secondary school creative arts school na u chechire mu now say obi drew secondary school na opeso or major and also focus more on the arts ya no obeko creative arts school no adama yet you say aban see creative arts school Kumasi as now yenwie
yakoyanim ba ejina your schools are omoye performing arts say ya high school or course omoye
okay
so they don't have to even go to the creative arts school. Creative arts schools in there, film and thing like I say a Unimark for no. It don't say film and television component BBA or
okay.
BBA or no. And no yeah the only school at Ghana and they recruit students from the whole country. In fact, headmaster Nenya or actor, it is going to be very helpful. Or you'll be on here in the industry. It is going to be helpful. Buildings nibini. In fact,
when you Kumasi there
no.
Okay.
Baby I'm saying January they wait me phase 1 opening.
Okay.
And ti be in Kwalana few schools almost say ni ane do mako honum. And ti ye be school say by January nyame boa ni be we say ni yin Kwalana fi obi opeso okono obey audition. So they're going to go around the country and audition them or pass here then they will come here. And this is a school headmasters bungalows and everything is ready.
Okay.
And one dormitory block is ready. And what we're going to first year, they're all girls.
Girls in Kwan
for the first year. Second year, near US second dormitory, and then the boys join. We don't want to discriminate, so girls.
The first year, the girls creative arts school.
Yes. The next year, then the boys will join. Until January, nyame boy, it will be. Almost external works, the dining hall is ready, library is ready, administration block is ready, one dormitory block is ready. So what we're going to do is to begin with girls first year, and then for a year the other dormitory block will be done, and then the boys will join. But headmaster appointment will be next week, and he's going to go around the country to recruit.
Headmaster and recruit.
Yeah, on the team. No.
Okay.
They'll be auditioning.
Okay.
We are getting students, even those already in school, to opt to go there.
It will not more call high schools. And I call recruit one while you're interested, say Ombeba Creative Arts School.
I'm on the Form 1s, yes.
Oh, okay.
Ombeba Creative Arts. In January, they will be in, and they will make up for the time lost, because we don't know yet. You see, in Ghana, one of the things people don't, and your school be a double track. Your school be a majority of our schools are single track.
Okay.
Your B school, when you know, boom, echo, your Macron, when you know, boom. And we know what is going to happen, is that Omo Aquaman be traso. They were cats in a crack. Aquaman we. There be almost started January.
Okay.
and you see my command also kakra no met me at na honoma make here for the year for the first group in Eco Creative Art School. And you almost Eco Creative Art School almost sound this block next almost finished and that sound the evening almost me a big studios and almost
it is Dumia Kakra. It is Sa Creative Art School na mo be sha say January Aku school no. Curriculum DM putting almost sha say sua.
You know performing arts there there's a teacher's manual for the performing arts. But in addition to that, art and design foundation, I'm say one of the areas are almost here. And some of specific courses are art and design studio, all those courses are there. In fact, experts now more trained, experts who are in the creative arts space, and then we also have those who are teaching at Unimac, and they all came together. And a studio, the guy who is working on it has done a number of studios, so he knows how to build a commercial studio.
Okay.
All the equipment that we need in order for us to the way it is now is like we say we'll be attracting students from the whole West Africa. Yeah, because it's the first of its kind in terms of a high school, based on what we know. So we'll be getting students from other West African countries to come here.
With time.
With time.
Yeah. Because
see what is going on. The moment you do a universal secondary, you are taking people from the streets. And if let's say junior high school, they are no longer doing Odomako school. Into one for opportunity now, you end up losing talent. I say soccer. On the first time called for Babon Temper.
Yeah.
Most of them your man might be at Unya Kwayanku school near there. Some Domininaku school, next soccer one promoting a year within the schools. You are losing talent.
True.
Until now, free secondary is imperative, say. Yitimi ebwa ne creative arts is strong in the secondary, because people may no longer be learning it on the street, because now you put them in secondary. And they say when show more talent, no one guide or more, they will lose, because say biology and chemistry say me and the. So in the long run, your creative talent will be lost, and that is why we have now started a year, friends said, gifted and talented education.
Gifted and talented education.
And no, and the man who's unqualified. From class 3, near home, Oka America memoir, son of NT. All the school be music and performance as from class 1 echo.
Okay.
Inti San Qualano, Yamidia Chedias from Kubiama, gifted and talented. Talented no with me general recite poem or who drew
abra beyond trend
nyame body or dia chi nipa bebrebe na emum ade ehia se obi hu san kwala no ntem to ko America me so hu sakra music talent na na ko gifted school we music enti hono na bibi de say 10,000 hour rule no eba no 10,000 hour rule enipa aye nipa kese mpanimfo ba ha nyina
Honorable say pictures ni bi so ehwem
to boss wa gifted and talented.
Okay, I know any way.
Okay.
Asim Kumasi.
Yes. Now gifted and America for the one say omo ye nhwem hu say ni people home watch this from kon intintem na omo nhwem ni enfo mo come special schools. It who music talent
and catch them young.
Yes, no I gifted school for music. Enti say akola no ko no ma na wanya sa de friend 10,000 hour room. 10,000 rooms shemu en chechemu no say enipa oma ye famous aye nema kese ni nyina almost starting them. And they say oh ne will be a creative fast why ya dey omu a or dwene ho say nyen say na start here
station mo
was starting mo frase ko he Michael Jackson no ne metimi aka say osofo Sonny Badu no or kana so much obi hu say nye or da sorry and no be yo entino eye ade isi mo a kire say Oma ye famous no, almost starting term. Or talent no, but practice no mu ye do. Enkrofo di agro no. Now no na goodie no, music no.
Na yes obi a we talented in music now or draw grasshopper and label the parts. Or we are draw cockroach.
Into ono no dey tell say, what ne ba ho say music talent na wa ha no. What can say as part of your education no, say hu grasshopper na obeya ma, but music nti no be so be school In no time, by the time we primary school music programs are all year, or high school, or university, now he's ready to teach the professor. Into go home, you also drop out Bill Gates, drop out Bill Gates, drop out. Could do university, no need more than the professor, no drop out. Or no, na time will son or sorry, and I do if you Johnny, echo said downtown Seattle, and will question how to program. Into a bedroom, baby, non penny, we shall be a Selena Williams, we shall be a history. Almost shake it on and papa no crowd, or castle or what, or better than tennis. And now, if you also and to almost any whom baby and nature on tennis or Compton, a very poor part of America. Oh. Almost then they become the so-called and my thinking, our thinking is that it has to be Ghana to the world. Ghana to the world, so we need to create talent. The world will hail them.
Okay. And
that talent, cannot just wake up one day and say, I'm a talented person.
See a chassis. I would say a higher United SHOWBIZ. Don't get confused. United SHOWBIZ and Augusto Awushe. Na send me di kankan and then yesua ade ne ahwe mpuntuo ne the future for the creative arts education na ye wono na nyame kwana mo ase medical introduce no memma ebebusuafo wa nso bia amotie nkomo na bia na bi mu ensem ba ko mi no mbepese obete ase na wadaroma omo bisa ba ko bi oba ya one year meka do.
Well, I mean, answer na mesha see no medawasi. Say ja yeton safre wo aba. Me I'm one that have followed enyuma awoye bebre. And I must say you've done an impeccable job. Oh. Looking at the transformation or they buy a system, is very remarkable. Now mesre Ghana for creative arts for say we cannot cover at such a brilliant, transformation. I wouldn't buy a cover. I say we radiola me catchy me person just say
catchy
to me to tunase. What I say we can't just overlook it as a unnecessary and bibisa because here. But okasa yemu no wakasa pa na me so mature pa.
Me so church
the kind me person me busa ne say me person me hunu employment opportunities for a year available for these students are enrolled into this school because okasa ni na now compare to amanoni. Now in most of these western countries, job opportunities are there that corresponds with whatever they are learning in school already. Because curriculum now with the TV, so robotics, engineering, communication development and all of that. And Western countries when they are out of school, the market is readily available. And to me, a lot of these students that are going to graduate from this school, will educate all these and nurture all these beautiful talents, but at the end of the day, be free school now and I say we don't know how to even move on from what we've learned from the school. My first question.
Oh, good. What kind of fairness will be bro?
They need to.
You see that we have a maximum of 2.
Two pay.
Yeah, education and creative art policy. As I said, creative art policy, the Free Ministry of Tourism, and creative arts, any education, aligning. And it's also the Omampeni Abedi Vice President Muhammad Baumi, I show on the manifesto more. Or can say, as a private sector, any incentives. With him this setup, also, Okoya production studios near the day is there. And then creative arts, it's interesting, so with AI and robotics and all the things that are going on, it's estimated as a creative arts private me are protecting most of his job from this intrusion than the other sectors. And then oko baby a company a printing books. Oko honma robots nkwan de go 24/7 omo produce. Bet me a produce books in this ma de ache. But about creative arts sector now, a year often say difficult. People are not going to allow robots to entertain them. All my robots are 7 but for entertainment, they want a human being.
Yeah.
And it seems it's a sector, it means growth more than many other sectors of the economy. But as they created the environment, production studios and others, because you see, they never come Ghana to the world. We may have a very limited market. Very limited market. Yes, so I'm not concert at the cross. Now a soundboard, a basic concert. Now it's a big entertainment. That era is gone. Obi a hwe phone, so now we're hwe near man no entertain. So now we have to have a policy that helps us produce for the world. The best Ghanaian talents should be able to become some of the best in the world.
Okay. Amen.
And I think when we create the environment, it can happen. Into Nema, we have policies your manifesto, for example, something that says that the private sector should be the engine. For the private sector to be, there has to be tax incentives. Says so, build a music studio, can you have a tax incentive?
Okay.
If you are producing for the world, our standards are very high. How do we support you? Because those are the areas that will be creating more jobs when you are producing for the world.
Okay.
In terms of movie making, say one of the say we need to become a destination for movie making.
Okay.
Because most of they want to go to a country where the tax incentives are good.
Yeah.
And to hear Nansena, there was an amendment. The former creative arts industry, tourism minister, they say in South Africa, very competitive. Also, almost the equipment, country no more, I could produce movies. There are certain tax issues. So we or more, then we become an attractive destination. And there was a point I know had Ghana and South Africa, and South Africa was more attractive. So they had to take a look at how do we amend the law in such a way that we can compete and attract people here. African Americans love Ghana. If they are going to produce their movie and you have the right environment, they will come here. So I think Ghana to the world should be a philosophy that says Ghanaians can be the best in the world in the creative arts. And that if you're looking for people to perform, act in a certain way, perform in a certain movie in the US, and especially if the movie is about about Africa, come here, and we are here.
Okay.
Academy of Arts and for US. Omo head no baha. Academy for. Omo eba the guy came to meet me, and also they want to work with the creative arts school. They want the creative arts school to be the place that they come to recruit talent for movies in the US.
Wow.
So the creative arts school can be that magnet. But when you about the things, it's just a go beyond just local. So we are creating talent. They can work anywhere in the world and they will sell anywhere in the world. And if that becomes our vision, then the job issues is a bit solved compared to a situation where we are just producing them. And one big issue also here, making sure that there are internship opportunities even in high school. So akwara bi ye good no koye internship or studio bi and now so ye good na hono be fa na adwuma enti enya question say ko wie university answer high school student are ye good or internship opportunities. So school we say no a more practitioner oriented. In fact, National Teaching Council is going to allow people who don't have degrees but have experience to teach there. Enti enyare afe na edi books bia na ebe church na wi akobre obi a wonim no ono betimi aye instructor e wo honum aya certify no na omo ayi na ye more oriented towards practice, but critical thing is entrepreneurship drive. Sebeya we be hu say ade a me betimi aye bibi da nyese mi wie na se obi amfa madwuma a me nso menye bibi enye. But you some you're young.
Okay, I'll tell your questions too.
Too. And the second question, the answer is short, because
your time around.
The second question has to do with continuity and longevity.
Yes.
Policies now we're introducing into our educational curriculum is brilliant. but yes you nim say ya na mpempi no should there be a change of governance and na simple even if our current party can retain power na say or new president ka say obesesa minister ya na mpempi no it goes a long way to affect the longevity of such plans. And to me person me who say enema why introduce are your visions and I say enema odi agugu akwam are they going to be institutionalized send ye be ya ye betumi atwa so even if there is a change of governance new government on bebanbe who said this is a working plan, this is an agenda we want to achieve as a country until we are running with this to achieve it and I say ebiana akoye with it
so saying miniaba baby ankwa hokasa bia mekase nipa nipa num kran musa question ba akubeka say what is going to happen
so em say ade da obi
akuma principal na the say education strategic plan nanso me professor bi an ochre the PhD at University of Southern California Dr. Rideout and Oken Bibi was in Africa the road to hell is paved with policy or say Africa for to trade policy or more names or more implemented. And to say, Oko Africa, no a white guy, now a expert on Africa. Also, Oko Africa, the only one policy on Bay Shiania, when we are not that self also. And never make once a week. Now we have policy, education strategic plan.
Okay.
I bet true our ministry. Baby, you hold my hands and you're fast tracking. But it has always been STEM education. Ghana, I can't want some. We improve STEM. In fact, President Nia Chomu's speech, he say, SSA universities, any 60-40 ratio of science to humanities. Says that's what my science new related cause 60%, and humanities are 40%. And now, Okoshe, a quite near fast when I'm a bad minister, say, how is this possible? Ewa bra, Oko high schools are about 15% air science. And then we could do investment on 60%. A policy and nobody intended to implement. But we took it and said, we will implement. And baby on my but for the most part, most of the things I'm talking about, we're still here in Ghana. So it's a policy, education strategic plan. The will, the political will to do things, sometimes is what we have a problem with. And also, I cannot just generalize it because I'm lucky. I'm one of the few education ministers anywhere in the world who have built schools in America and know how education systems work. And to me, some failure, not me and my failure home because I know how you build a robust education system.
Okay.
And to me, as someone who said, "Independent busa say bende," but I said the December 7th, be moment trust way. Me trust there. Naja, in fear na we ni matutu bibia pepe. But they may come and say, young Ghana for no, and they determine what our politicians do. We need to hold people accountable. So this is good for us. You cannot come and change it because you have your political interest.
But say, assuming that if it's possible.
Okay.
As
only animal kasa questions no doors.
Na assumptions no.
No, I mean, I think it's a very question I am more, but also
my dog we na she say the ben say ebusafo aka no questions so betro. Oh yeah, na wa answer ni na boma man na. Oh yo. Eduma na aka no doors. Na I intend to me na frimpon. Also so question bi episode bisa wadaroma. Oh, any history question.
Enye ibia say me kra awokra de me awade
do me sinana
so ansem na awaka no me ho adwumi na mamilika mo Honorable Abaso adekwati me born Abaso ne say
ka o me wie questions na wi anankere san Abaso bode ni nyina aka ho ne awie
o za
di man doso Honorable so ntimi ni entra
me schools na yi no ne de no amama hu mi say the name for kase new school na all pretty American remedial classes na because this thing can never be a remedial classes school. Say UTS assembly say was rumored nationwide. Honorable say I would say remedial classes any idea but me musa no na ka teacher me hwa de na enye remedial classes.
Okay, tiango question.
Na me question so le say dedi kai o say ye di ye casting a year high schooler as I said starts from the junior side no na ye come ni na abom. Does it mean that in the shortest time no you be year cancellation of the BC? See be BC because your Canada it looks like see you be BC in the free one. Sana that's the first question.
Okay.
And the second question is now come before schools ni bi honoma e bia be kwa by school na obe share na school ni bi ho a nipa won bia 50. So from there class 1 to class 6 on 50 they have a headmaster. Obe kwa another school bia nipa 60 they have a headmaster. Obe kwa another school from class 1 to class 6 and also so bia nipa 50 they have headmaster. And as you say what can we now with one building, right? Yeah, can you now? So in this case, no. How do you determine who is going to be
the headmaster?
Yes, the headmaster.
And
that's the
me that's it. Abna, my member also question service or so we saw now.
Said the work and I'm burning tea. May not, simple.
Yeah, me sure.
And me say Honorable Yaw Adutwum based on near my way just think why a lot of the service so in see why are there now the curriculum or a project me who Spanish and bra wo kasa nan so no o kan say ye try de na ye de twi kasa ene ye brofo kasa enya bia Spanish no mandatory na say no de be optional
high school
high school okay okay and I say optional and also said ya e kan ye no say ye share ye education system na e kamia ye say ye be kwa wie no na ejuma eni obia epe ejuma ewo baby now why ye dey art creative any idea na ka ho no message so say mama teachers no enya away no more Katie into the system. Let's say we as an individual, from the basics now, you can do something on your own. And yes, I will be that's a bit to more change say and say a share, the basics now. So now a day I would become editor. Obi honoma I say why are reluctant to work on it, but education about my working ethics. It is a woo ye a juma wouldn't him say a was said dear so be ye said a be a more so be but because a lot of also a complaint say you may know but yeah the mouse also and say me bana win year mean to me but in also a education also ya ma ne ko mutiri ma obi hu say e say me ye ni na ye me dachi
na mi sharp na
me fa we nua na
actually
we na mo de be kan ho
doctor be kan I know
don't be kan because me question.
Oh, sir.
Me dey me bawa boss. Say all the transformation by education system. Na me sanse bon pa emma say benya time. It may implement aspirations are winning for your system. I mean shall be very.
Dr. Sonny Badri.
I think I love your personality. Very impressive. It's my first time meeting him. Now you asked me through question no matter. Also another one.
Me pesa me kaka we say I know that can abna can Mr. Eni diemwa. Sir President Mahama eba office. Na se o kase o person retain you as Minister of Education ye bia wo be ya na.
Okay. Doctor, Padaro, see,
question assumption no.
And no na nka mpese me kan.
O manu musa on.
So we answer my
free doctor. It's you Adama. You someone will be saying that.
Yeah, well, BC, the future of BC. Oh, say, yeah, no more strange say mono. Nanka we junior high school. Na high school no cry be unya binko. Until certificate cry ne junior high school no. To tron so here no class certificate. And they say I could do a bra. Ye be able to be at me secondary. Obi at me could be. Name na ye nya secondary compulsory. Enti be at me kono. Still ye unkwala bi ho monko. A few people. In fact, statistics no. Oko district bi oho 66% na enroll. Oko do baby so 99. Oko Northern region last year, omo the highest enrollment 95% and enroll here from junior high to high school. Northern region topped Ghana. And now for Northeast and Savannah and so 94% enrollment. But Oko drew region is a voter region is the lowest. Now 76.
Oh.
And a central region equal about 79. And others near in between. Intino so mra de komra shebedwom sen komo pass near free secondary education. What it was a free secondary education bill. Nanka the free compulsory universal secondary education eba. So we are kola wuntimi nkasa menko.
Nhye so.
Pisa ohun akola na onko na akwhye nwurem baby a nyame amakro bia na oye galamse no. Onu ana daachi wenye bibia opia bonten a ya besa benya ho amane o.
Yeah.
Intino there has to be a free compulsory universal secondary education. Ya makwa so bi enko bia ko unu tam kure so ye djuma. I didn't have a train face of them enko bi. To bi abekobi. So bi abekobi dia ensohwe na ye no ye ne de amanako atwusu school. Na emom se ode no mfa meje certificate. Enam so mo de beje certificate on say subjects ni nyina moye.
Yeah.
Ansa na uwi ama certificate. And the BEC said the hunu sa brain there. Se nyame boa na nya free compulsory universal secondary education bill no ba. BEC no besesa.
Okay.
Any BEC, a better is a common entrance at ye select school episode eden. Oko. Interne de aka ho asem ewo emranum. Enti ekwan e fa so 110 kwala nso ewa desua mu no enso sesa. Ene sen ye nsohwe ohun ye ka enema o man bitimi aya ni nyina gina kwan fa so edetete kwala no. Ekwan be na fa so de kira de. Na emum ekwan e fa so de ye nsohwe enu ne mu odu papa.